We're saying, people, welcome back to another video on the channel, Ches99. I will close that curtain because I didn't realize it was so bright in my room right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm a bit busy, but we're here. You know what I'm saying? We're here. JC, we've got a few guests. We've got Andrew joining soon. We've got Den joining. We've got Rob joining as well. We're kind of aftermathing the horrible 3-4 week span in September. I think October starts tomorrow or the day after. So hopefully October is a better month than September because September was horrible. I don't know what's going on with YouTube. 1 minute I'm hitting my milestones and then we're going back again. We're actually about 92 away from 2.3k subscribers, but it went down again to, you know what I'm saying, went down and up again. So make sure to subscribe to the channel. You can see in the ticker there. All you have to do in the playback, especially those of you who watch these channels. I need to respond to all your comments in the last video, by the way. Love all the comments, but make sure you subscribe, you comment on lives, and you join the live when we go live. That's the main thing, because all these men take their time in America and the US. Jay, we had a working day today. A lot of people finish off now. Den's in the middle of his day. I think he's 6 hours behind us. So it's not too bad. But people, regardless, subscribe to everybody you see, and also hit the like button, because it's been a horrible week as a Chelsea fan. So we need to support each other. That includes me. Okay? Big up Jay and Den in the background waiting there. Stephen always here every single time I go live. He messages all the time. You might be in my burner account, low key. Big up Ches, Canlake, PR. Hype is dying. Majority of the fan base are waking up. Have you? Is that a dig? Because I've been calling him out for time. There's not as much as everyone else. You confident early predictions against Jose, Ches? We're going to do that today, Mustafa. Don't get it twisted. Anti-Taylor referee against Chelsea. Well, we lost. Facts. You know he doesn't like us already. October on Wednesday. All right, cool. So Wednesday is the day after we play Benfica. So it's not looking good, bruv. But anyway, we got Jay in the cut. And we've got Den. If you're wondering why I put that background, because I need a bit of winning luck. So hopefully tomorrow we can see us do this instead of crying. But Jay, take it away, bro.
Well, listen, I didn't speak to you after the Brighton game. And I actually travelled to Stamford Bridge to watch that game. Biggest waste of money in terms of train tickets. I didn't actually go in the stadium. I watched it at a pub on Kings Road. But I don't know, man. It's just hard to it's hard to look, not to say look forward, but it's hard to be optimistic about Chelsea after the past couple of games. Like, you look at Benfica, the return of Jose Mourinho, and you look at the amount of injuries we have, and it's like, you know that game stinks. You know that game stinks of a 1-0 with Benfica. Jose's gonna score and then sit back, and then Liverpool, we were not necessarily talking about Liverpool, but now that we've heard Anthony Taylor's going to be reffing, that screams of red card number 3. So it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, in terms of Maresca, it made the exact same mistakes he made against Manchester United after getting sent off. And it's sad, because we were actually playing well up until that sending off. Andre Santos dilly-dally, and then Chalobah, poor tackle. But then the way that Maresca responded by bringing on Gusto, by taking off Neto, taking off Esteval, who is literally our best player. And once again, João Pedro was our only attacking option. And did you see how much he was dropping deep in that game?
Yeah, he had to, or down a man. But the other thing too, like, I would agree with the Man United take. I think that he just got the tactics wrong. We shouldn't have been so defensive at 0-0. Like, that is inexcusable to me. But when we're defending a lead at home, 1-0, and you're down a man, and what was like the 50th, 60th minute or something like that, I have no problem with making defensive substitutions, shutting up shop and trying to make it that way. Because right up until that moment, we were well in control of that game. There was nothing that would have suggested Brighton carried any sort of threat, with maybe, not Matoma, but the guy on the other flank there, Mente. Yeah, Mente was the only guy that carried threat for them. So, I get that. So him going like what we call defensive, or just using the bench to because remember, Chalobah came off, right? So you have to put a defender in there as well. And then for the work that Reece James had already been doing as a right back, you kind of have to give him some help on that side because they moved Minte over there. So I'm not so concerned with you're going to leave Esteval on to deal with Minte.
That's what I was thinking.
I hear. Can I ask
really?
You?
I agree with you. Then I agree with you.
Yeah. Do you agree? Can I ask you though? Do you agree with him after they get the equaliser, Welbeck scores a header. Do you agree with him taking Neto off Lavia?
Let's think about that. So he takes off.
I get why he did it. I get why he did it.
Why did he do it?
Well, let me bring out the subs now so we can actually.
Yeah, that's a good question, actually.
In my opinion, I'm gonna bring it up now so we can see.
Because as I say, at that point, João Pedro was our only attacker.
So yeah, he takes off.
He took off Neto literally as soon as they equalised.
Oops.
Literally as soon as they equalised, he took him off.
So yeah, Neto came off, and then obviously we brought on Romeo Lavia. This time he didn't go fully defensive though, so he didn't take off like all our attackers.
I mean, if you're looking like we look leggy at that point, right? Like if you're trying to like retain possession and trying to like play, even just like play a possession game, like Lavia's integral to that, in my opinion. Like he's integral to that. So
yeah, but you know, my thing is he's not someone that progresses the ball. Like, do you remember? Do you guys remember there was a chance, right, where Gusto had so much space on the right hand side and he just stopped?
Yeah, but that's okay. So which one? Gusto or Lavia? Lavia can progress the ball for sure. He's press resistant, plays it through the lines. You can probably make the argument that he didn't have anyone to progress it to. Like, outside of maybe João Pedro was tired.
Yeah, that's my point.
Yeah.
Like, Gittins Garnacho didn't see a minute in that game.
Did you want him? Did you want him to come on?
Yeah, have an attacker, have a go.
I didn't want Garnacho coming on that game. I'm not gonna lie. Gittins, I haven't seen him in a while, and like I can't tell you the last time he made influence when he came onto the pitch.
Yeah, but my thing is we were still sitting back after 1-1, and then they score another one, and then they score another one. It's like we're at home. It's against Brighton. With all due respect, we should be beating Brighton at home, and it's like if you want to settle for the 1-0. To an extent, I can understand it, but then even after the equaliser, he still brings on more like defensive and not progressive players. Like you spent 90 million on Garnacho and Gittins collectively. Neither of them.
So we're talking about the shape then, right? Because he went to, I guess it was a 4.
I'm talking more on this. I'm talking more on the subs. Like he could have taken off Neto. If Neto wasn't having a great game, he could have taken him off for Garnacho or Gittins and actually another winger rather than putting on another like either defensive midfielder.
Yeah, I guess it's an opinion. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not gonna hold that against you. Like I can see where you would see that, like go like for like rather than go, what is the game asking for at this point in time? Do we need ball possession? Do we need to try and like control the game, at this point, or do we need to just try and like, because I don't think that Gittins or Garnacho provide you with any sort of like defensive cover at all. So if you're taking out Neto and you're bringing on one of them guys, it's almost like you're going down another man defensively. But again, in my opinion.
I hear that. But again, at that point, we have 5 defenders on the pitch. We had Gusto, we had James, we had Badishile, we had Achimpong, we had Cucurella, we had Caicedo still on the pitch, we had Enzo still on the pitch. We had all these players still on the pitch that we don't need them to defend if we're trying to win the game.
We don't need who to defend.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing we criticised Mikel. We took the mick out of Arteta for against Liverpool, where he played 4 defenders, 3 defensive midfielders, and he played Martinelli for his defensive contributions. But at what point do you have any attacking threat? That's the point I'm trying to make.
I think that's a completely different circumstance, though, because we're talking about being down a man, more ground to cover, extra body on the pitch. Like you're not wrong. I'm not gonna hold you to it because I can see where you're seeing that we should be looking for more attacking intent, even with the game still in the balance. It's not a bad take. I don't think that we can say that, but like I'm just saying, from his perspective, when you go down a man, like I didn't like the United stuff. I thought that was just wrong because the game was still very much up for grabs. And then obviously with the red card to Casemiro, it changed the complete trajectory of that game. Not only the substitutions, but then the fact that he left Cole Palmer on the pitch when he was the one that was carrying injury, and then he gets injured and they have to sub him as well. So those decisions that he made as a manager for me were just inexcusable. I'm not 100 on this game, like this Brighton game, just because we were defending a lead at this point. And yeah, you're looking for guys to come on. Obviously, Neto looked tired. You got to bring guys on that can actually play defensively sound, and then also have the ability to get forward. And I don't think that you can get that with Garnacho and Gittins. That's just me.
Can I say one more thing though? I get that.
Yeah.
But we know Maresca's been calling for defenders. We've seen it in press conferences.
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't fully trust the defenders you have, bearing in mind we still had injured centre backs at that point. That wasn't our strongest defence. Why would you trust them to sit back and defend the lead or defend like a point at home? We don't. It's always if we have like a Saliba or a Gabriel in the back or Mascari or Van Dijk. We have, with all due respect, at that point we had Badiashile and Josh who's developing. So if you don't trust these players, why are you going to trust them to try and either defend the lead or settle for a point? That's why I criticize Maresca.
So what would you? So you would rather not go with the defenders and go with an attacker that has no defensive acumen whatsoever?
I would have rather obviously bring on a defender for what's it? Because obviously Chalobah got sent off. Obviously that's standard. All managers do that. What I would have done is I personally would have taken Neto. Would have been the first player I would have taken off before. I would have left Esteval on the pitch. Take Neto off for a defender. Fair enough. And then if we concede that equaliser, fair enough. I'd bring on either Garnacho or Gittins. Maybe if we're gonna go defensive, maybe bring on Gittins for like let's say I don't know, an Enzo Fernandez who looked a bit leggy, because at that point you can hit him on the counter. At least we have some sort of attacking prowess. That's just what I would have done.
No, I'm not. I hear that. I'm not necessarily against what you're suggesting. I'm just saying the decision of the manager to go with a few more defenders on the pitch, given what we look like, to try and play solid and trying to like defend 1-0, whatever, try and get the point. I'm not on him for that. I don't think that was a foregone conclusion to go like for like just because we're down a man with Brighton. I don't know. Yeah, and like keep in mind, like we have such a I think Jarrell just mentioned it. Do you leave a 19-year-old? Yeah, like I agree with that too. We have a very young, inexperienced squad. So as much as we brought on Josh. Josh needs to be supported as well. So
no, I hear the comment, but if you actually watch the game, anyone could tell you that Esteval had a better game than Neto. And he looked more threatening. I think we can all agree on that, can't we?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's not about age. Like, if someone's having a better game, then you leave them on. Like, no one will talk about like if Wanyeri's having a better game over Saka. No one's going to sit there and talk about Saka's had more Prem experience. No one will talk about Haaland's age when he's banging in however many goals at whatever age he did. Like, so if someone's having a better game and they look more threatening, you leave them on.
Yeah. No, Jay, I hear you, but he said himself, I put the comments up, that's why I put it in the title. He literally said himself that he needs to improve. And that's a good sign of a good manager and a person in general. When he makes mistakes. No, Maresca, when people make mistakes in life, everyone makes mistakes. Obviously, some degrees are bigger than others, and that's a different conversation morally. But in terms of football context, he can say he hasn't had a good record with 10 men, as he said here, and that's why he's in the title, because Maresca's actually admitted to some mistakes. He probably got a lot of criticism after the Man United game, and I think to Den's point, probably less so the other day, because I don't think he made terrible subs. And Man United, we can all agree, it was quite bad. Like, he didn't need to be so defensive, and the Palmer situation doesn't help. But Brighton, you can maybe argue that Jay has 1 or 2 subs different, but it wasn't like he made a catastrophic error that made us lose that game. We lost that game because our squad just didn't show mentality, firstly. And secondly, the players, again, making poor mistakes in key moments. I don't know who I was speaking to. It might have been Den. One of you guys are really good at saying like statements, like one-liners where basically we're terrible moments team. And we've been this way for a very long time. Since probably the Premier League win. In moments, we just capitulate a lot. Like it's the same thing, different players, same badge. For some reason, no matter what team we have, we just really pour in like situations. I watched Liverpool and Arsenal have bad situations and their goalkeepers or defenders bail them out. With Chelsea, Salah gets a chance on the weekend, he scores it. Like, it's just unfortunate. It's just like we play a lower league team, they'll have a goal scorer, doesn't score for like 20 games. Against Chelsea, you get a hat-trick.
Do you know what that comes down to?
Welbeck hadn't scored for ages. What did you do against Chelsea? Here's a brace, mate.
Yeah.
Do you know what that comes down to? And I know it doesn't necessarily apply.
And by the way, this happened before they came into the ownership. So it's not a Clear Lake or Roman thing. It's just
I was going to say right now, you can say it comes down to the lack of experience in the team. That's personally what I think. And I know, yes, we still had players that would make mistakes, but having a lack of experience, like Santos wouldn't have dilly-dallied on the ball at that point. That was like, say,
Do you know what I disagree with you? Because
I don't even think he dilly-dallied. It was just a poor touch. It got away from him. Like, and
you know, I disagree with you because we saw Kante, one of the Premier League goats, slip at the halfway line. Martinelli scored. It can happen.
Yeah, it
can happen. Yeah,
I'm not looking at that. I'm just saying, for some reason, I think it's a quality thing. Our team just haven't been good enough.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
That's a Santos thing. That was an isolated thing. It wasn't like like he's rubbish for that. Just an isolated thing.
Yeah, I know. No one's saying that. Yeah, no one's
we're just talking about like the mistakes that have been happening this season. And
yeah, but Maresca, like I said, Maresca's already said he's come out and said and by the way, I like this manager because for me, since the very beginning, when he said our squad isn't that big, what's everyone talking about? He said our objectives are this. I like his frankness. So when people are looking at the manager, I think they're stupid in my opinion. No offense to anybody. Could be Jay, people in the chat. I don't think he's the first person to blame, second or third. He is at the bottom of my list. I can't look at him and go, you're the reason why we have no wins this month in 4 games. I can't. Maybe United game, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. And even then, with the terrible subs, we were one chance from Santos away from drawing the game. Despite making horrible changes. Horrible. The Brighton game, like Brighton game, I'm looking at Gusto's individual error. I'm not looking at like a terrible system. I'm looking at the mentality of the team. I think another team with better mentality, and to Jay's point, to Den's point, to A's point, better squad feeling and better experience, probably sees out a draw, maybe even a win.
Whereas,
I just think, you know what the funny thing is? I actually think that the experience thing is a factor because back in the day, like even if you're not playing, you have somebody that is a little bit closer to the team that could help them through those situations a little bit more so than just like, I know the captain's supposed to be that, and like, you know, you have all the leadership group or whatnot, but I don't think that we have anybody like a Ferreira or like a Milner or something like that that's been through everything and just knows how to like, okay, guys, just settle down. This is what we need to do here. This is how we work ourselves through this. You know, I don't care if they're not playing. I'm not even talking about the starting 11 or anything. I just need somebody on the bench that's closer to the players themselves, like somebody that can be almost act as like an ambassador in some ways for what the manager's trying to do.
We don't have that.
Just to be guys, we've been here before. We've done this. Don't worry.
Who's our Milner? It's Reece James, and he's not even vocal enough.
It's not. He's not our Milner though. He's like our best player.
No, I'm saying he's our Milner. Like
who's our
Milner then? Cucurella.
We don't have one. We just don't have one.
We don't have one.
So back in the day, you would say what? Kovacic, Kante. Recently, Kovacic, right?
Jorginho.
Maybe I'm not.
Jorginho,
Jorginho would have been okay. I'm not. Maybe I'm not describing it well because I'm thinking more.
I know what you mean, though. I know what you mean.
Just somebody that's like on the bench that is like Paulo Ferreira is the best example I have under those. Well, I guess the Ancelotti teams and stuff like that. Like he's the best example of what I mean. Like he doesn't have to necessarily play. He just has to be a guy that's been through the wars and has a relationship with the players, like aside from the management or the coaching staff. That's what I'm thinking of. And I just don't think that we have that sort of thing, that sort of makeup in our group. And beyond that, I think that every year, like we talk about, like the squad itself is gaining more experience, but we continually get younger and younger and younger. Like every acquisition is just bringing down the average age of the team. You know, so as much as 100, sorry, just 1 sec, dudes. As much as like 100 games is, you know, it's a benchmark, right? What you need in your squad is somebody that's been through everything. Have you been to the semifinals of the Champions League? What did you do in those situations when you were there? Have you been involved in the business end of a Premier League season? What were you like in those situations? That's the type of experience and leadership that I think we need.
Yeah, I mean that's why
Yeah, go on, Jay.
That's why for me, as much as I could sit here, because I personally slightly disagree with Ches in terms of like it's only the United game you look at Maresca. I still think the Brighton game was down to him, but I'm not completely calling for his head yet. Because as I keep saying, what if we get a new manager? We could get Pep or Klopp, but while these directors are still in charge, and I think we'll be back here next year, the same thing, saying we need more experience in the team because we're only signing like under 23s. So if say Maresca does go, the directors need to go with him. Otherwise, it's the same story. That's just my opinion.
And you know what? Let's go to A, because I know Rob's more on the side of Jay. He agrees that the manager's way more at fault than the squad being poor or anything else.
Before I say anything, couch, blink twice if you need help. You're usually on the couch. Why are you sitting on a regular chair?
Maybe he's working.
Bro,
this is not normal. I'm confused. I'm like, nothing you're saying, I'm talking serious because you are not sitting on the couch.
My life has changed, man. I might have to change my name to Black Room Critic or something like that, because
Black Room Critic.
It's the Black Room now.
That sounds dark.
Yeah, man.
The couch is
life is dark these days, man. For real.
It's a facade, yeah.
Big up.
Yeah, we got you, man.
Andrew, what are you saying? I spoke to everybody, I think, after the United. Definitely, I think I spoke to everybody. But I want to get everyone's opinions now because it's actually got a lot worse since then.
Yeah, I think he shat the bed again at the weekend, the manager. Again, he went negative. I don't know. I don't understand why you ask Gusto to do things he can't do. Do you know what I mean? You just ask him to start attacks or carry the ball. He just doesn't have it in him to do. It's just, I don't know what the tactics were after they equalised, really. Do you know what I mean? It was sort of just a mess. Just a mess from the red card onwards, really. Just tactically, subs-wise. There was no plan. It was just, it was more of when they were going to score. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
Count down each minute. So I think he shat the bed again. The problem I have, I've said it when the reports came out, is that it's okay if you don't rate the players, but you've got to build yourself a case of why you don't rate the players. You can't just not pick them. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? You have to tell us why you don't rate the players.
Who are you referring to in particular? Who do you think?
I'm referring to Gittins, Gui, Garnacho, stuff like that. Because we're running, you hear about João Pedro's fitness issues, and Gui's not had a minute.
Yeah, exactly.
He's not had a minute. Do you know what I mean? It's just
he's going to get run.
He's not had a minute, and it's like, well, change. You could have put one of the wingers on at 1-0 or something like that. Change it up.
This is coming from someone who doesn't rate Garnacho as well.
That's right. I'm just saying, but you have to. It's
about Garnacho. It's just saying you don't.
But that's what I mean. Yeah.
Like, but you build yourself a better defense for yourself if you play players and we see why you don't rate them, why they can't do what you're asking them to do, instead of going.
Why do we need to see it though? Why do we need to see it?
Because I'm talking about from Maresca himself.
His point.
It's always going to be, if he goes and he's not using the players, it's always going to be, well, you had the chance still to use the players. You have the options there. You need to start using the options. Do you know what I mean? It's just
a question.
I just can I just quickly respond to that because I think you said that we need to see why they're not playing or whatever. Is that what the context behind what you're saying? Like, we need to see it?
For himself, I'm talking about in terms of him. Like, he needs to show, well, not us, but maybe just like show others above him why he's not. I've asked him to do this.
Clearly, him.
I mean, he's employed to win matches, right?
Yeah, but
if he doesn't trust the players.
But he's doing the same. He's doing the same.
Okay.
Things that he's doing
I'm not here to relitigate like what happened during Brighton, whatever, versus Man City. I agree, or Manchester. I agree. Like, there's situations where he needs to learn. Like, when you're down a man, the game's not over. First, secondly, I don't think that we don't need to see anything, right? Like, he sees these guys every day. If he says like Gui or Giu or whatever his name is not ready, it's because he sees them in training every day and he doesn't think he's ready. It's that simple. It's
am
really
so-
that
I
simple.
don't
So
think
what,
it's
he's
that
just holding it
simple.
back then? So what is it then? What is it then? He's just gonna.
I don't think it's that. I
He's
don't
just
think.
stabbing himself in the foot. He doesn't want to play.
No, I don't think it's that. I don't think it's that simple to say, to just admit Tariq George is a better striker than Mark Gill. Like
Tyreek Jones understand the instruction that Maresca is giving him right
No, no.
now. That's why he's playing him.
Okay. Then Maresca needs to make Gill understand the instruction.
Yes, and it's going to take some time. 100%.
No. But Gill was here last season, and
He
this
was here
season
last season. in the
clearly
Conference League.
Gill is not a new player. He's been under Maresca for over a season now, right? So he needs to make. Gill has been here under Maresca longer. Is he probably longer than Tariq George? He's played.
What did
Conference
Maresca
League.
say recently when he was asked in the press conference about Gill? What was the first thing he said? He's like, "Yeah, I'm happy to have him back, but he has a lot to learn. He has a lot to learn." That's what he said. So do you guys honestly just ask me this? Do you honestly think that Maresca is just like stubbing himself in the foot by not playing this guy? Because even though you guys think he's a better option,
not just Mark Gill as an individual, we're talking about players like Gittins and Garnacho as well.
Yeah, it also applies to them too, no?
If you can see that it's not working in a game, and it hasn't worked against United, it hasn't worked against Bayern Munich, it hasn't worked against Brighton. So if you start the same players the next game, that's the definition of insanity.
No, the starting argument.
It still comes down to trust.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you, how do you think Hato did as a centre back?
He's good.
Fine. Yeah.
Okay, so do you think Maresca should have used him as a centre back before?
No. What do you mean?
We can't do that. We don't.
No, because he's been saying we don't have a left centre back, and we have a left-footed centre back right there in Hato. Now you play him. You see, no, he's been here the whole time.
So he was good again. Yeah, he's
assuming he would be the same game week 2 as he is the other day. Is that what you're saying?
It's the same player, right?
I think between
September.
You learn his performance to be the same game week 2 than game week 7 or 8.
But I think the issue I have is always they've got to build trust. They've got to understand they're not going to do that unless they play minutes.
Exactly.
You got to do it in training.
But Ange, you got to deserve.
You got to do it in training first.
The training is so different. The intensity is so different.
The training is what you use to gain the trust of the manager.
But then you put it. That can only take you so far. You need a real life situation.
Absolutely. So maybe in his head, they're not even at the point where they're training and understanding the tactics in the training to get on the pitch and show that they deserve minutes.
But
so
they have school. No, but this is the thing. It's
Why
still
pick him for the bench.
Winter.
Yeah. If our squad, if we were winning games, no one's saying this. The only conversation we'll be having is injuries. Like, you need to look after João Pedro because he's playing a lot of football. You need to look after Neto. He's playing a lot. You should maybe make some subs and not rely on them for 90 minutes. I guarantee if we were beating United or Brighton 2-0, they all would have seen the pitch. Because at that point, even if they don't know the system, it's like we're winning the game. You can kind of trust the rest of your team to see out the result. But when you're losing, at the moment in time, he doesn't trust them to play. I disagree with them a little bit in terms of the subs. Maybe like Jay was saying, he'd come on for 10 minutes. I think they would agree with that. But starting the game, I'm not going to be complaining if they don't start tomorrow.
It's not about starting.
We're losing games. You must play Garnacho like he said.
Starting with a poor choice of words. Sorry, starting with a poor choice of words. I meant using them.
Someone said starting. Sorry.
No, I said starting. I said starting. As a poor choice of words. Yeah. Sorry.
I agree with you, Jay. I think we all agree. Just to play 10 minutes, why can't you play Gittins?
But the fact they haven't had a minute in two.
I agree with that point.
Two Premier League games.
It doesn't take them 7 games combined to not even play what Garnacho's played what?
He's played a half. Couch. Don't you think if all of these players that he's had at his disposal, none of them is ready yet to play, don't you think there's one common denominator there?
There's
no way out of all the players that have been bought, only João Pedro has gotten the hang of the tactics.
And the
last. That it's only João Pedro who's gotten the hang of the tactics. Out of all the new players.
Played.
What do you mean? Like, so you're saying that he just doesn't trust? So then you're saying that he's trying to stop himself? No. So then, what you're trying to, loosely allude to here is the fact that like he's trying to stub himself in the foot by not playing players that he trusts.
No, so
because keep in mind, Gittins has been getting minutes. He got minutes. It's not like he's been sitting on the bench the entire time. He's been poor in the minutes that he's been given.
Yes,
let's just be real about that.
That is true. That is true. But I don't believe in playing him against Crystal Palace. He doesn't do well. Now you hook him. You don't want to play him again until I don't know, Lincoln City or something, right? Give him a round of 5 games on the bounce. So get him used to the physicality of the Premier League, because every time you play him, you take him out. Next time it's just like reset back to 0 again. That's just
I think that you guys are
like slot
the value of the value.
I know
of
Vert's
training,
been poor, but he's still playing him week in, week out.
I'm not hearing this. I'm not hearing this. Let's play guys 5 games in a row just because. I'm not hearing that at all.
So
like the value of training every day to get in the match day squad is of vital importance.
Wait, so
you have to show in training. I'm sorry, you have to show in training that you're ready to play. That's how you get in the match day squad.
They made the bench though, so they're obviously ready. They're made the bench.
They're ready in specific roles, maybe. Yeah, no doubt, specific scenarios, but not necessarily to start or to, like you say, just playing 5 games in a row. Like I'm not.
No, I don't.
I'm not for 1 minute saying he's better, but Garnacho has more Prem experience than Esteval. You're on mute, by the way, Ches.
Is your base point they need minutes?
Yes.
What's the point? Yeah, but then why are we arguing then? Let's move on, because we all agree.
Couch is saying because then they might not be training well, so they don't deserve minutes.
The manager doesn't trust them yet.
Well, he needs to start trusting them, because otherwise he's going to be out of a job. So
I didn't even see that, AJ. Sorry, we're going to talk about Benfica now.
Either that, or he needs to do a better job at communicating in tactics that they get it quicker.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe that.
Yeah,
because it shouldn't take 6 months for you to get.
Hold on a second though. Let's not forget that we didn't have a preseason either, though, right? And we brought in a bunch of new players, right? So they're learning in matches right now. It's not like a normal season where you're just like you go through 3 weeks, 4 weeks of like training, understanding what the manager wants. They're playing every 3 days. There's very little time to work in the understanding of that.
Exactly. That is my point, which means there's very little time to try to show on the training pitch, because we don't have much training.
So you want to show
the only
show in matches then
is for you to trust them in the game situation. Like what? There's not gonna be a training.
Basically, the only argument we have
Saturday
right now,
and Tuesday.
We're not even disagreeing a lot.
The only person you're talking about right now is Guiu. That's the only person, because he's the only one that hasn't gotten minutes. Everyone else has gotten minutes.
I'm talking about the other. I'm talking about Gittins. I'm talking about
Garnacho came in and cost us the game.
No.
What?
No.
Oh my God.
You know, this is a longer thing. I had this as a timestamp of aftermath of Brighton. So there's half an hour debate about subs.
No, I want to hear this though. Somebody tell me that Garnacho.
So he should never play again.
So all them
He didn't play after that again. He didn't play after that again.
Garnacho was the only one that was at fault.
He also helped us score a goal, to be fair.
Bruh. That goal was specifically down to
Garnacho. Come on. You know football better than that. You know football better than that.
Am I making a wrong characterization here? Was he wrong?
Yes, you are.
Okay, all right. Leave it alone then.
Yeah, we'll
see the game differently.
Why are we getting digressed on this? Let's not get digressed on this.
See, that didn't come from me this week either. So
why are we getting on to Garnacho causing games or not? Let's forget that point. The point is, in my opinion, we wouldn't even be discussing this if we'd won 5 out of 5. Yeah, we wouldn't be discussing this. It would just be play the squad for fitness issues. It would just be that. We would be Garnacho for 10 minutes. Garnacho comes on the score a goal. Definitely
in the case of João Pedro though, when the manager comes out I think it was after the Brentford game, and goes, "Oh, João Pedro told me he wasn't fully fit." Then he plays like 70 odd minutes against Brentford, then plays 90 plus against Bayern Munich, then another 90 odd against Manchester United. It's like, no, that's you. Then if he gets injured, that's you. That's you running into the ground. That's where I
think the game states decided that, Andrew, though. Other than the Bayern
but what I'm saying is when it returns to you've got the option of Mark Gui there. I'm not saying start Mark Gui. I'm just saying don't play Pedro.
No, but in my opinion, Andrew, I think if we would like I said before, in my opinion, boys, okay, AJ's opinion, we move on to Benfica, Mourinho, and that. If we were beating United, we should have been, and winning against Brighton 2-0, even a 2-1, I reckon we would have seen some of these names. Genuinely. I think just because of the game state and coupled with the fact he doesn't trust them fully with the system,
No,
he
but
doesn't want to take the risk. It's a lose-lose, you know. He plays them, we can see the goal. Everyone goes, why did you bring in an attacker?
No, but that is what even himself is considered he made mistakes because he realized he probably should have brought these guys on. He's considering and with 10 men, he's conceding.
I know it's hindsight.
About that.
I know it's hindsight, but I'd rather us lose to Brighton by going for the game than sitting back and still conceding goals. That's just me personally. I know
his defensive subs made us worse defensively.
Yeah.
That's the ironic thing about. We were worse against United. Against United it was 0-0. We went to a back 3 or back 5. We conceded like 5 minutes afterwards. We go more conservative after 1-0 against Brighton, and we concede a further 2 goals. So defensively, so you might as well make frigging attacking stuff because the defensive stuffs have not worked out too well for us. So it might as well just go for it.
Let's talk about Benfica. Mourinho returns.
No,
AJ, what are you saying? You there? Can you talk quickly? Say nothing, bro.
What up? Listen, I'm here, bro.
Mourinho. Listen, you know when you don't win games, no game looks like a win. Like, we've been here before. We finished 12th, even 6th in the league. Are you feeling the same way where you're like, I can't see a win just because we haven't won? Even on paper, we probably still have a better team than Benfica. Maybe not manager, to be fair. But
I don't know. I wouldn't phrase it as I can't see a win. But I understand what you're saying. I do think we could win, and I think we just need a win, bro. We need like a good win, and I think we'll get back on track. I know we played Liverpool on the weekend, so that doesn't make it easier. You know, that kind of makes it look a little ugly. But look, if we win against Benfica, well, first of all, we got to win because we lost our first Champions League game, so we got to get some points on the board. So I think, you know, we got to put some pressure there. Now,
yeah,
it's going to be tough because, again, the team's not functioning fully right now. We don't know what the lineup is going to be. He came out, I think it was today, and said more people are like at risk of injury. So it's like, we don't even know the state of the team, to be honest. We can't put together an 11 right now and be
Lavia starts.
Probably what the 11 is going to be. So it's tough, man. It's tough. We're in a tough moment, but I do think we have like players to beat Benfica. I don't think Benfica's a team that we should be like too stressed about. But again, if we lose that game, then it's serious problems because that's 2 Champions League games, no points. Team falling apart. We're not winning in the Premier League. We scraping by against Lincoln City. You know, it's just the story just keeps growing.
AJ, typical Chelsea. It's what happened with Chelsea. When one issue happens, 10 issues happen.
The story keeps growing, bro.
Keeps getting worse.
So
then it'll get better, and then everyone get gassed again. And then Rob will be here saying, "I told you so." That's what Rob will be doing. I told you it would be good. Did it, Rob? You're laughing.
I will. Believe. Yeah. I'll be shamelessly. No,
we saying tomorrow. We'll go for lineup at the end, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, again, I'll as long as we're going against opponents that I think are considered inferior to us, I'm never gonna be, any less confident. Like it's tomorrow. We're home, right? It's the bridge. I'm confident that we'll get a win. I know Mourinho is now coaching Benfica, but it's not like Mourinho. This is prime Mourinho, and it's not like this is Benfica of all full of elite players. It's just Benfica, isn't it? If we turn up, it's an easy win. We dismantled them in the Club World Cup. If we turn up the same way, we'll cook them just as much. I'm never gonna.
Are you personally confident in that? Because obviously, I get by all you guys. PTSD Chelsea. I'm negative. You know what I'm saying? I cry too much.
I'm not PTSD. No.
Hey, I've been correct, no. I've been vindicated.
So
tomorrow, you end up being right.
What a game.
So tomorrow is a perfect shit show storm of a game tomorrow. Yeah. And I could easily see us dropping points again tomorrow. I don't know, Rob, how you get this. I don't know how, Rob, you got confidence.
I hear that, man.
Team.
I hear that.
Coming to the bridge like it's under Mourinho for 4 years without losing or something like that. The bridge isn't fortress. It's a goddamn candy store. at the moment, and people are getting treats all over the place.
Well,
I can see us easily dropping points tomorrow again, and I have no confidence in this team whatsoever to get a win tomorrow, and they have not shown anything last month. They've not shown anything really that would that anyone should have confidence of smashing Benfica whatsoever.
Right.
I mean, I take a rubbish 1-0 win right now.
100%. Win is a win at this point, man.
I don't care about the group stage. I don't care about performance. You got to get result. Get 1-0 and get out of there. Just get out of there. Honestly, it's prime for Mourinho to this version of Mourinho to stink it up something rotten. I am not confident with. I don't know where you get this confidence from. I don't. After seeing our last performance,
the last Champions League game. The last
doesn't matter if we're at home. Our home's not a fortress. When's the last time our home was a fortress?
The last Champions League game, they were leading 2-0 at halftime and lost 3-2 to Karabakh.
We haven't won since. We haven't.
And
won
then they
since
sacked
August.
the manager and they brought in Jose Mourinho.
Yeah, Jose Mourinho on the back of being sacked by Galatasaray.
All right, wait, Rob. How many games had United won up until they played us?
Yeah, what are we doing?
What we doing? You know what it is.
It's United. We haven't beaten them for 13 years.
It's a bogey ground.
No, that's what we said. That's what we said during the preview. That's what we said. It's like,
Rob, but here's the thing, yeah. You know when you said you're confident, I need to press as a host. Where are you confident? That's where we
after the last few performances. Where are you confident?
I am confident first that for once we're gonna keep 11 men on the pitch. If we keep 11 men on the pitch, we're smoking them.
Yeah, but
when we play Brighton, we had 11 men. When we had 11 men on the pitch, they couldn't touch us.
Do you see us keeping a clean sheet?
By the way, boys, it's Fofana play tomorrow.
So he's out to after international break. We will outscore them easily.
So who you see scoring? Who you see scoring?
Enzo Fernandez.
Because he's an ex-Benfica player.
Huh?
Because he's an
ex-Benfica player.
Rob just went, who can I choose? Yeah.
I'm going. Yes.
Who else? Gusto? Is he going to score?
Pedro. I think Robert will get the brace and Esteban.
Watch out, Pedro up front. With no one to link up with. Just on his ones, just running around. Who's he linking up with?
It's not just going to be
running around. There's a correlation between our injuries and red cards and starting to play with our goals. We barely scored any goals. We barely create any chances for a reason. The system's poor. The lineups are wrong. The subs are wrong. The starting 11s were injured. It's not looking good, bro. Why are we doing toxic positivity? Let's just keep it real.
It's not toxic positivity.
If Joao Pedro scores tomorrow and Enzo scores and we win 2-0, we'll all be shocked.
You'll be shocked if we win 2-0 tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll be shocked.
Let's not get carried away.
You'll be shocked if we win 2-0 tomorrow.
I'm fed up of you guys putting my negativity
out. I will say it now. I will be shocked. I predicted we'd lose against Brighton and we did. I was being kind because I said we'd lose 2-1. We lost 3-1. I'm going.
So you'd be shocked if we beat Benfica.
And if we beat 2-0, I will be shocked.
You guys are wild, man.
Why would you be shocked?
Why games didn't say that?
What? Okay, if you can't beat Benfica at home, like you have absolutely no confidence in that. What's your outlook for the season then? Like, what are we doing?
I am not happy. Right? Then I'm not.
No, I just need to hear this.
Like, I'll get to his opinion after, and I'll shut my mouth. I am not happy with the style of play, the injuries, but I don't use it as an excuse because whatever. Red cards, disciplinary, leadership. That's a lot of issues. And they know what issues they are then? They're core issues. Meaning, if one of those things go wrong, it can change a lot of your team. And at the moment, all four of those things are prominent within our team right now. Hold on. So tomorrow, if we win 2-0 convincingly, don't concede a goal, clean sheet, good style of play, how would I not be shocked? Based on the last 5 games.
Shocked?
Yes.
You know the funny thing is, how do we... Can I just finish this for a second? Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Jay. Go ahead.
Go on, Jay, then can reply.
What have you seen in the United game, in the Lincoln game, in the Brighton game to suggest, you know what, we should be beating Benfica? You said we should be beating Benfica at home. We should be beating Brighton at home. But we didn't.
Yeah, and what happened?
We should have put in a convincing performance against Lincoln City and not make it look like a Champions League knockout tie, but we didn't.
Okay. Can I rebut that now? First of
Go on,
all,
man.
the United game we went down to 10 men. The Brighton game we went down to 10 men.
games with 10
The
men.
Lincoln, it's not. It's obviously you can, but those that was a factor in why we didn't, right? Because the Brighton game we were all over them. The first half, it was impeccable football. We were playing very good football. Lost a man, and then the game changed, right? Not every, I'm not saying the game's over at that point, but that was the factor in us that led to our demise. As far as Lincoln goes, look at that lineup. Like I don't think that there was two players on the pitch together that actually played together with each other before. It was just like a helter-skelter piece, this guy with this guy. Like there was no understanding on the pitch whatsoever. Nobody knew where to be.
And we have a poor B.
Yeah, I understand that, but you still have to have an understanding on the pitch. You still have to have some sort of a squad semblance. Like, yes, the money is the money.
Why did you do this when you said about
talent this, individual
It's
talent
Lincoln.
that?
It's Lincoln City. It's Lincoln City. It's not like
again, I think being too critical.
Yeah, and we won.
That's why we won.
We won.
That's why we won because
but the performance, it was 2-1. Usually,
you honestly think
me and you, we were on a
11
show.
Players, 11
We
players
spoke
that
about
have
that
never
game.
played before. 11 players that have never played football before are going into against a
we
team
are Chelsea. We spent $2 billion.
It doesn't matter, man.
That's a whole different argument. That's a whole
different
different argument.
It's completely different. They have not played football together before.
But you
So
know,
yeah, they went in and
Enzo
they stank out the gap. They stank out the gap,
But
and
we're
they
not
won
on
the
form.
game.
We got through it. We just
but
needed to
you
get
know,
through it.
you know what you asked about. I can't remember who you asked, Catch, about the outcome for the season. As soon as anyone accepts that we're going to be scrapping for fourth place, I think you'll accept more of these results, because as this team's currently built, this team is only built to scrap for fourth place this season, and a distant fourth place as well. It's not going to be challenging for any titles or third or second place. The way it's been constructed, the injuries, the manager at the moment, the way it is, it can only be in a not a comfortable top four all season. I'm talking like it was last season, battling near the end for a top four place. So as soon as fans understand that, as soon as fans understand that,
Andrew, I disagree with that though, because
why?
Because the start of the season we were in title winning form, and the end of the season we were in title winning form.
Yes, he was. Winning form. How are we
yes, he
title
was.
winning form?
How can we not be title winning form, being one game away from being top of the league in Christmas?
What?
He's saying the end of last
season.
You
heard what I just said? I didn't start, did I?
Last season. No, I'm talking from literal. I'm not talking about last season. I'm talking about the way. I'm talking about the way the team's been constructed, the way our injuries have happened, the way we're playing right now, and how other teams are improving or everything like that. We are scrapping for a fourth place. This is what the end. This is what the result of this whole transfer window has been. At the end of that, they settled for top four place, and you heard it from his press conference today. He's under no pressure.
Exactly. They only wanted top four. There's no
exactly
title charge expectation.
We can't pressure him to win the title with this squad.
We're Arsenal. We're Arsenal under Wenger in his last 5 years. That's what we are.
We need to be. Right. I agree. We fully top four. We're top four mode right now.
Top four. That's what we are.
I don't think we were ever supposed to win the title this year, but we definitely, after the Club World Cup, as a fan base, there was an opportunity to make that, to speed up that process, and they chose not to do it. They chose to do it a certain way. I understand there are certain restrictions, this, that, and the third, but still, with those restrictions, you couldn't be like, all right, let's sell less players and let's just go to the top with the players that we get. We didn't get Xavi signed, like certain level of players. We didn't get Simons. We didn't get Ekitike. We didn't get a center back. We didn't get a goalkeeper. Those four, if we got those four positions right there and we got rid of half the players that we did, we would be in a better position. You understand?
Yeah. So the circumstance that we find ourselves in is the restrictions are heavy.
The issue of tomorrow is.
I get your point, AJ.
The issue tomorrow is, and I would, for the rest of the season, I would advise Maresca, I'd be saying this to my players, if someone goes through, don't touch him.
I'm saying.
Don't touch him. Just don't touch him. If you're behind that player, don't touch him. Do you know what I mean? Or if you're Sanchez or Jorgensen coming out, just let him take the shot. Try and save it. Do not try and come out. because
I would like to see
because you have because if Chalobah leaves him and they score, we probably win that game. We have a better chance of winning that game on Saturday.
Yeah, I agree with that.
We have a better chance, right?
Yeah.
A better chance of winning that game. You just gotta be more clued up, right? That's what he's got to get into. You got to be streetwise. You got to be streetwise. You got to be more clued up.
Just don't foul. You can.
And tomorrow's a perfect example where our discipline will be tested because it's European football and it's against a Portuguese team. Okay, we saw it in the Club World Cup how they like to flop around and do all this and do all that and try and take every foul. And it's a Jose Mourinho team. And it's a European game. We know how the European refs, they love to give fouls all the time.
I love the European refs, to be honest.
It's a perfect example. It's a perfect example.
I'll ask a question to the panel, and Rob, you can respond first. Do you feel like we should change our style of play considerably in our next few games? Or do you think we should keep it the same, get the injuries back, get the form improved, and then just like
we should keep it the same, and Maresca should use.
He did change it versus Brighton first half. He changed it.
He changed it. I like that three-man midfield of Caicedo, Santos, and Enzo, because whether we like it or not, Enzo is a better presser than Cole Palmer is. That's why our press was a lot better in that in that game. And so we if that setup continues, I don't mind it while Cole Palmer is out. I don't mind it whatsoever. We can be Caicedo, Lavia, and Enzo. It can be Caicedo, Santos, and Enzo. It's a good setup. I don't mind it whatsoever.
Lavia can start the next two games just to be out for the next 3 months after.
Andrew, don't play like that, man. Don't play like that.
His body's made of Weetabix.
Just on that topic, I think he starts tomorrow. I think that Maresca is kind of setting us up for that by saying that Caicedo's not ready to go.
Left the lineups in literally 2 minutes. But
I don't want to see him start tomorrow.
Why can I ask Ted? Why do we bother doing these lineups? We never get it right.
It's just for fun, isn't it?
I've got them right.
Content.
I've got them right.
Like a minute, like your favorite players. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
who you want to play? Who you think should be different this time?
I'm putting Buenos Natchez as a false 9.
I agree with that.
On Lavia, he doesn't exist. I've already told people this. Him and Fofana don't exist until they can play at least a month.
No, have you noticed, Ches? They don't appear at the same time. Did you notice that? Fofana went out and Lavia came back. You see that, right?
Yeah. What kind of observation is that?
Yo, but I wouldn't start Lavia though. Like, I need to see this guy come in to the game like 5, 6, 7 times for like 15, 20-minute periods before I'm even like, all right, maybe you can start, bro.
Unfortunately, it needs must.
He's just a like player we have in it. He's not real guy.
Unfortunately, it needs must. You're not going to run Caicedo into the ground, right? Like, and then risk him getting.
I get it.
So it needs must at this point.
Pastor, I hear you, bro, but he's not here. So what are we doing here? He's not.
Yeah, but if we went back in time and bought Eden Hazard, John Terry,
we just kept Salah and played him with Mane on the other wing, we'd have one of the best attacks.
Ifs, buts, and maybes. Let's find out who's the phony tough and who's the crazy brave. That's what I want to know.
Yeah, I hear you, Vastor, and I think this all the time. It's a shame if Delap was here. I think we probably have maybe Max wins. I actually would probably go that far.
I don't know, but it's the
because the system with the problem is individuals, Andrew, our system is completely different.
If we had Delap and the way it was going, we had no one on the bench because Gui wasn't back until after Delap got injured. So who would be our option off the bench?
I agree, but
which is fine.
God.
No, but Andrew, that's let's go over the lineup, but that's fine. If you have Delap, up front, João Pedro can go there.
That's why we said we need a striker.
Like, it's fine.
I don't know why we're talking about the preseason. Like, guys, we already know why we did what we did. Like, I don't think that it needs to be explained over and over again. Like, okay, fine, sure, we didn't get the targets. Obviously, goes without saying why we didn't. For me, I think that I'm not sure. The jury's still out on Delap for me. We haven't even really seen him play good football for Chelsea. I haven't seen it yet. Like, in theory, In theory, we can say,
Profile,
he would
profile,
have helped.
bro.
He would have been able to do this. Yeah, but we haven't seen him play good minutes for Chelsea to say that he's going to come in and change the outlook.
Again, I disagree. West Ham. West Ham what? West Ham what? He was good. He just didn't score. If you actually watch him, the way he held up the ball,
I agree.
Even Fulham in the very few minutes he had, he stretched the game.
So basically,
running into space.
You are propping him out for doing a Jackson.
Now he just.
I never wanted Jackson gone. I never wanted Jackson gone.
He basically did what Jackson does: link up, make runs.
No.
That's literally what Jackson is.
Robert, we watched Jackson for like 3 seasons. You're being mad shameless right now. We watched Jackson for like 3 seasons.
Jackson couldn't hold up the ball like that. Are you crazy?
You just keep making statements like
that was the one thing we criticized Jackson for. He can't hold up a ball. He can't head a ball.
We said he can't. He's not scoring the goals that we want. That's what we said about Jackson.
I agree,
but my thing about the lap is he allowed us to score different sorts of goals, or just we got into different sort of situations, and that's what I like. I'm just glad. I'm just unhappy that we didn't see it enough. I agree with Couch. We didn't see it enough.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this though. Like the West Ham game, like I had to go back and just look at like some things. Like if that's what you guys are calling a good game, something that is worthy of Chelsea, that's by all means sure, that's fine for me. But I haven't seen a minute from Delap yet where I'm like, yes, this guy is gonna take us to title contention.
We haven't seen anything. We're just going
profile.
Which player?
What are we doing here?
Wait, which player in this team has?
Let me ask you a question. Hey, let me ask you a question. Yeah?
It's too early, Couch, to say
Have you seen enough?
No shit. That's what I'm saying. It's too early to say anything.
Let me ask you a question, yeah? Have you seen enough from Esteval to resign for Chelsea Football Club?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Have you seen enough from him so far?
Yeah, I think he's been very, very difficult to handle on the way.
Please, man.
So wait. So
has he not been?
This is an unfair.
Yeah, he has. But so is Delap.
Oh my goodness! Hold on.
No one in this team. No one in this
team. Answer me this question now. Has Esteval warranted his place in the team? Has Esteval warranted his place in the team right now?
If Palmer's fit, he doesn't play for me.
What? If Palmer's fit, he doesn't play for you.
Wait, what? Really?
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
What? Okay. All right.
Wait, can I ask a question? Can I ask a question?
That business is going bankrupt. That business is going bankrupt. Straight down.
Listen, I'm playing my number 49 left wing in it. And I'm playing.
Hey.
Just to annoy you lot. Actually, this guy gets.
I do like I'm done.
He walked off.
Hey, listen.
I have a question.
Going to throw up.
Yeah,
go on, Jay.
So, Cal. So you said your logic. You haven't seen enough from Delap to say that he's going to take us to the next level, to the title. Mm-hmm. Other than maybe Caicedo and maybe Palmer when he's fit, who has?
Enzo
who has what?
Who has taken you to that point where you think, these guys are going to take us to the title?
What players in the squad?
Yeah, players in the squad.
Okay, so I can say Reece James.
Yeah.
I can say Caicedo. I can say Cole Palmer. I can say João Pedro looks that way for me right now.
No.
I can say Cucurella. I can say Cucurella. Oh, you don't think João Pedro's been good?
Not yet. No, João Pedro.
Okay, all right.
I don't know if it's the way he's being instructed, but the way I think he's dropping deep way too much. Right, that's like.
Yeah, when you're down to 10 men, you have to.
Yeah, he's being.
Couch, is there one name you're forgetting? Is there one name you're forgetting, Couch?
Garnacho.
No, is there one top world class midfielder that you're leaving out?
Oh, Lavia, yeah. Right, thanks.
Hell no.
Who's that?
Yeah. Lavia is AI, bro. Lavia is AI.
Then who is that?
He's talking about
the best box crashing midfielder in Europe right now.
You know what's funny? I hear so many different arguments for and against Enzo, and the one thing that I still can't come to grips with is this: his best position is deeper as a number 6. When his best season was with him playing as a number 8, number 10. Like, what are we talking about?
That shows how incredible the player
is.
is.
Loved about Enzo last year is him playing as an 8, number 10.
Yes,
and scoring goals.
That shows you this guy.
So now that he's not doing that, well, let me just finish. So now that he's not doing that anymore, and we're all begging for him to play the 6 now, a position that Maresca has already outlined that he cannot play.
See, to me, this is even more of a reason why you can't be calling for Enzo to be sold, because we know his best position is in the 6.
Who said that?
No, well, to be dropped or to be people be. There's no.
Oh, he can be dropped. He can certainly be dropped. That's for sure.
I'm saying, people are not rating him as an 8 because he's not playing as a 6. Where when he goes and playing the 8, when it comes to getting GA, he's one of the best in Europe. After only 1 year of doing it, he become one of the best in Europe.
Okay, so then here's my point. The fact that he's playing in that role that Maresca has given to him, and he's excelling in that role. And when he's struggling now, everyone's saying, no, he's not playing his position. He's supposed to be playing the 6. Like, what are we talking about? We've seen the best Enzo under Maresca.
People were saying that even last year when he was playing well, we were still saying he's not being utilized in his best.
He's not being utilized in his best position.
So his best season as a Chelsea player.
Yes, that's his best season.
Okay, his best season as the best.
When he won the World Cup, when he won the World Cup, when he played at Benfica, what did he do? What was he doing?
The best we've seen him at Chelsea is a number 8 and number 10. But we
stop shaping the argument. Stop shaping the argument.
Because, like you're saying,
you're just trying to lead us down the rabbit hole.
The thing is, we've seen his best season. Couch, we've seen his best season.
Season doesn't have to correlate.
His best season.
No, okay. Let's say last season was his best season, right? We've seen his best season as a number 8 and number 10. While we know that he's got the number 6 in his back pocket, if you want to pull that out and say play the number 6,
we've seen him play there too.
It'll be world class.
We've seen him play there too. We've seen him play there too last year, and he was terrible. And he got benched for Lavia. Are we forgetting this? Am I making this stuff up?
Am I making this up?
It did happen. Playing as a 6.
He got arrested. He got arrested.
He didn't get arrested. He got dropped, bro. AJ, he got dropped. Don't do that. AJ, he got dropped. He wasn't arrested.
But at the same time, our attack also fell off.
And by the way, it had nothing to do with GA.
Our attack fell off in that same moment because Lavia can't make the
You guys can shape the argument however you want. He's playing a number 6. He got dropped for Lavia. Then he came back and played 8,
make the same forward.
Okay.
Lavia can't make the same forward type of pass, and he can't play in the game as many games. So,
we're still winning games. We're still winning games though.
Nah, our attack suffered once Lavia and Caicedo.
You're persuading
me. I just laugh. Not you guys. I just laughed at the forced Enzo hatred that we big up.
It's not even hate, bro.
No, not from you guys. I'm just talking about the criticism where he gets criticised for the same performances that Caicedo did, but Caicedo doesn't get anything because it's Caicedo, right?
Hold on. No, explain yourself better than that. Don't give me.
I'm just saying Caicedo gave away a penalty against Bayern Munich, right?
Yeah.
And was worse, but Enzo comes out with more criticism.
Yep.
Caicedo
Enzo came up for more criticism against Bayern. I don't think.
Yes,
he did.
Yeah, he did. And he did. After we got
and then against Manchester United, where Manchester United, where everyone's shit. No one mentions Caicedo at all. How shit he was in that game. But Enzo gets it. What I'm just saying, it's such a. If you don't like, not you guys, if you don't like him, just say you don't like him. Just say you don't rate him and stuff like that.
I don't think anyone doesn't like him.
Because I had a Lewis's stream and some guy was trying to bring up Enzo after the Brighton game, which didn't make any sense because he was trying to bring up how well Enzo played against Brighton after we lost 3-1. And I was like, well, he's played well. He's not played well all season, but all this false narratives that he hasn't played well at all this season is also false. He has played well in games this season.
Yeah.
But it's like he played well against this one, this team, and he goes, yeah, but it's against West Ham, and I'm going, you're the same type of person who bigs up Caicedo's performance against every single team, no matter what level of competition it is.
I don't know who you're talking about, so I don't.
No. I'm just saying that going back to your argument, I agree with Couch.
Put Lavia in the 10 and see if he could.
No, I agree with Couch.
That's not his game.
I agree with Couch in the fact that.
But we say the same. But we're just saying the same thing.
Hang on. I agree.
Not his game.
I'm in agreement with Couch.
No, he's identified his game. Like Enzo Maresca's identified his game as an 8-10, and he's excelled in that role.
Andrew, where's he best?
Yeah,
I think he's
exactly.
Best. I think
but that doesn't necessarily mean that he's right.
Actually, let me go around and ask everybody.
That doesn't necessarily mean that he's. What do you mean? What are you talking about?
Let me go around and ask everybody. Who do you think he plays best in it? Because I want to see what everyone thinks he plays best. I can see.
What am I talking about? You don't hear what I'm saying?
No, you're saying that he's his best role in his system, but then you're saying no, he needs to play as a six.
I said Enzo thinks that that's his best role in his system. That doesn't mean that we have to agree.
AJ, let me go around.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm telling you.
All right.
I want everyone to tell me where they think he's the best optimal Enzo Fernandez in it. So, Andrew, what do you think?
Under Maresca, it's 8/10.
Yeah, under the system, of course, because we can't go
8/10. It's proven it.
Like we're playing an imaginary role.
Yeah, it's proven it last season.
What's crushing? Okay, cool. That's
20 plus
play, putting through balls through, but not really too deeper. What are you saying, Cal?
He's got 20 plus.
You already know. Right, we've seen it last year. It's clear.
Cool. So we agree there. AJ?
To me, there's a lot of flaws in the system, and it's showing already. So I don't think that the system. I think there's many wrongs in the system right now. We misprofiling a lot of players. We use players incorrectly. So it's hard for me to answer that question and have this conversation as an apples to apples conversation, because to me it's not that. And we have a lot of the same issues that we had last year. You know, there's a lot of bottlenecks in the team. You know, you end up having Gusto getting the ball in certain areas where he's not good in. You understand? You end up getting people on the ball in areas that they're not good in. So it's hard for me to have
a Maresca system's not a team that won almost every game but 5 since January.
Yeah, AJ, that's a little bit harsh. But,
yeah, it's a problem.
Who did we win? Okay.
It's a problem.
Wait, slow up.
Let me hear Rob first.
Who did we win against? Okay, now it doesn't matter. All right.
Oh, we beat Liverpool?
When it comes to the big teams, when it comes to the big chess, when it comes to the big teams, we fall. Liverpool already won the title at that point. I'm not counting that game.
Are Liverpool and PSG big teams?
When Liverpool already won I went to the PSG.
I'll let you go on. I'll let you carry on.
No. You can't cut me off then say you letting me go on. Like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? Somebody talk to this guy.
I just told you, carry on.
All right, when you're done, I'll finish.
I want to hear Rob's opinion. What are you
Rob,
doing,
go ahead, because Couch is, I don't know, it's fake polite.
You want to wild it out like you said you were saying. Hey, Rob, what you saying?
Enzo's best position.
Yeah.
For me, one is the 6, 2 is the 8. I think.
You prefer him deeper?
Yeah, I think best Enzo is a 6, dictating the play and running the game. But again,
like Brentford away, so interrupt you, like Brentford away.
Yes. Yeah. So that for me is the best Enzo Fernandez. But also you gotta know that if that's the best Enzo is still in your back pocket while it's giving you 20 plus GA as an attacking midfielder, you have one hell of a player that can be, you put him attacking midfielder, he give you bare GA, you put him in number 6, he dictates the play better than most midfielders in world football.
Yeah.
You got one hell of a player on our hands.
I just think he's inconsistent himself because he played well against Brentford. The Lincoln, he didn't play that well.
I don't think I thought he played good against Brighton. That's the only game I've seen him play well in this season.
Brentford had a good game.
I'm being real.
My thing is he's not on the ball enough. Like for me,
exactly.
That's what I don't.
And when he's on the ball, he's giving it away.
Bro, let AJ out,
but he's not on the ball enough. So maybe if he gets more reps on the ball, he'll stop giving the ball away. You understand? This. My thing is, we need a player in that middle third who can pass the ball between lines a little bit better. And I think Enzo clearly can. Every time we open up a team behind the defense, the ball is most likely coming from Enzo. Even the ball to Malo Gusto, where he had the open field and he cut back. That's from Enzo.
Yeah.
So it's like, get the guy on the ball. To me, it's the game could be simple. You understand? You get the best players, their best attributes. Not everybody's going to be great at everything, but you get the best attributes of somebody and you get them in positions to use that attribute. There's going to be risks.
But also one more point. One more point. People talk about Enzo is not this, he's not, he's lazy. He get asked to do all of the the running. We saw Andre Santos on against Brighton.
Oh
right?
my God!
He was asked. No. Let me finish. He was asked to do the Enzo role. Right? And I saw multiple times when it was time to do some recovery. Enzo was beating Andre Santos on the recovery pace. And you might say off the ball, but you don't underestimate the power of tiredness that affected the touch that he took that led to the red. Right? Because if Andre Santos that just sits, he doesn't. To my opinion, he doesn't. That's a I'm tired touch. That's a touch of somebody whose legs are gone. That was a touch to me. When you asked to be, going and coming back and pressing and all doing
this. No, it was weird, Rob.
Your touch is getting gone.
Legs gave out on him.
No, AJ, you know what it is? He didn't even need. He was so tired. His brain didn't think quick enough.
Yeah, that's what happened.
That's exactly what I'm saying. People underestimate that Enzo does that role, and still you must say, oh, he's performing, but he doesn't do the mistakes. His touch still there. It's taxing. You can be I'm more athletic, and I'm more defensive, and I'm more this. But let Maresca task you to be the press trigger and to track back and to do all this, and then 60th minute, see where your legs are, and if your touch is still as good as it was in minute.
So you thought that Santos was used as the press trigger in our setup last game?
Yeah, at times he was the one pressing Verbruggen. Okay. At times.
So you didn't see João Pedro and Enzo in those roles, right?
No, they were.
Oh,
but
okay.
But they were. I'm saying at times he was being asked to be the press trigger because there's a few times he was the one pressing the goalkeeper.
Okay, I've only watched the game once. I don't remember seeing Santos being the initiator of our press in that game. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I don't remember seeing that. I don't remember seeing that.
Go watch the game and see how high.
I haven't watched it. I watched it once.
How high he was pressing, and watch after he pressed. Couch, I want to put it after he pressed. Watch his recovery runs. After he pressed, and Brighton beat our press. Watch Andre Santos recovery runs.
I can't believe you talk about Enzo for 20 minutes.
And then we can have a proper conversation.
I've said very little, by the way. Just keep that in mind.
What?
I've said very little in that time. Just very little, because there's nothing.
You and AJ were arguing about half of that. What do you mean?
Not arguing with nobody. No.
Oh, that's right. Get off him, man. Get off him. Wait.
What? The facts is the facts, man. What? You hate on the facts? Come on,
giving Couch prop, fair enough. Couch, everyone is right at some point, isn't it? Maybe not Garnacho being there. Baller, Rob. They have to hold you up on that one because you were propping him all summer. And we haven't even seen 1 minute of him. So I hope he comes good for your sake, Rob. Yeah? But everyone else, up for trial because there's only a few players this season who perform well. But I want you to go through my favourite thing with lineups for tomorrow. We're going to go through what we predict rather than what we want because there are a few injuries. It is a must. I think, Jay, one of you guys said a must win because of the home game. We lost against Bayern, which isn't that deep in hindsight. If you win this game tomorrow, you lose against Bayern, you can move on. We've got Barcelona, we've got Napoli, we have Karabag,
Liverpool. Oh, you're talking CL?
Yeah, CL.
Okay, yeah.
We need 8. Is it 8 games, correct?
Yeah.
To get through, I think we need to win. I'd say 4 or 5 games. So this has to be a win. Else it gets really, really tight. Then you start looking at that game there would have been a draw. Now it has to be a win, and that's where it gets spooky. You know what I'm saying? Players are already they exert themselves. Things can happen. The league's out of form. Things can go even worse than this. We don't want that. So we need to win tomorrow, just like we needed to win the other day against Brighton. We didn't. So now we have to win tomorrow. Let's go for a lineup. Bet everyone in the chat. Subscribe to Couch down below and Doobs as well. TikTok for AJ's right there. And also Rob's always put his Twitter down there. And AJ to be down below. So you can easily just go there and what they're doing right in the other channels. Lineups, boys. Let's go through it. I quite enjoy these because I know one of you guys were hating it, but it's what it is, isn't it? What formation do you think we're gonna do tomorrow, guys? Do you think we're gonna
Same formation as always?
really?
Yeah, I don't think we have the ability to change the formation too much. Like, what could we really do? We don't have a healthy enough squad to vary tactics too much.
What do you think about the change against Brighton first half very briefly?
I thought it was
Did
interesting.
you like it or not?
I did, but like maybe I saw it differently from other ones because I thought that we had more attacking intent, but only in certain phases of the game. Like first phase, I thought that we're still very much reserved on our build-up play. Second phase, it looked like we changed again and we are activating the fullbacks to get forward. So you saw Reece James getting forward and you saw also Cucurella. And that back three was made up of the two center backs and Caicedo, which was interesting, to be honest. Like that was more traditionally what you see as a 4-3-3.
Yeah, sure.
Attacking setup with the overlapping fullbacks. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's the way forward. I don't know if Maresca. It looked like it was working. Let's just be real. Like 11v11 looked like it was working. So hopefully he sees the value of Reece James in those wide positions and starts utilizing it a little bit more. And Cucurella, I don't think that Cucurella provided much in the Brighton game as far as an attacking outlet, but I thought
100% he didn't. Yeah.
Yeah, but I thought he was pretty good in terms of like dealing with Minte. Like obviously he gave him trouble, but like he was good in that regard. So
he had to wings.
Yeah, he didn't really push him back though. That's the thing. Like you would hope that if you're going to activate your fullbacks, you're going to be pushing back, you know, Minte and forcing him to defend. But we just didn't do that well, you know.
So for tomorrow, Sanchez is our Champions League goalkeeper. He's our best goalkeeper. We play in the best competition. The back three, I think Chalobah will play. But what do you guys think?
Yeah, for sure.
In the middle or?
It was interesting too, because did you guys notice in the first phase of the build-up that we had Hato in the middle?
Hato, that's what I was asking, because I think Hato might start there.
Yeah.
And then
Hato was in the middle. And I thought bar the errant pass he gave in the first half, I thought he was actually really good. He was playing lines. He was making really good passes,
and just really composed on the ball. That's the most important.
This is what I'm saying. Like, how can you? I watch Hato, and I know how good he is on the ball. For somebody to say,
trust me, I watch
him. that can break lines on, you know, as a center back in our squad. Yeah, that I never bought that from
Again, nobody argued his quality on the ball and his ability. The thing that we're always worried about is whether or not he understands the principles of the system to play the center back role. Does he understand it? You know, because all the instruction that he was given before. No, but not with me. I've seen it. I watched him at Ajax for years. Like I know what his game's about. But I was saying, with the principles that Maresca is going to give him, does he have the ability to take on those instructions and then also understand what he has to be as a left back and a left center back? It's just a lot of information for an 18, 19-year-old. That's what I thought. So yeah, he looked good though, no doubt.
I thought he helped Cucurella kind of keep Minte quiet on that side. It's not until Minte went on the other side that he started being
getting his joy,
a problem. So he was helping. You know, if Minte would go by, like Hato was there, and he's quick. He's lightning quick, and he's getting to him fast, and he's physical. He won't let you breathe. Like I like that. I like that.
Let's do the rest of this. I know Don's going live. I want to redirect over to him. I want to join as well. What were we saying quickly for the defense? Just quickly, names: Chalobah and who else?
Reece in the back three, if that's how you're setting it up. Okay. Oh, sorry, what am I saying? Yeah, Chalobah and Reece. So
Reece on
right. Reece on the right.
I'll swap it. Okay, midfield is gonna be interesting. So Lavia, I think, will play. What do you think, then? And Rob, Lavia.
Where's Cucurella going?
Well, in this setup, he's probably going in the middle then, right? In the midfield.
Yeah, then Lavia's not starting.
I think he's starting.
That's Caicedo.
I think he's going to rest Caicedo.
I think he'll rest him as well.
No, I don't. I don't think Caicedo rests for this game. No,
I could be wrong. I just based on what you're saying in the.
You've got Liverpool as well, innit? It's national break, so everyone gets a rest. So
yeah, we got Liverpool, but it's what will we play Liverpool on Saturday or Sunday? Sunday.
The good thing is finally because Lavi's actually come back at a really good time. Because Lavi is back and he's played now. I think he can start. I think one person does. Who gets rested, Rob? Sorry to interrupt you. Would it be Cook, Caicedo, or Enzo?
Who would be dropped?
Who could be rested? Because you can still play Santos in the attacking area. You could play Esteval. You could play a winger that we've spoken about before. Maybe he'll trust one of them. Maybe he might even start something different. What do we think? Because he does have a chance to experiment to a certain degree.
Yeah,
one player, not 3 or 4, maybe one player.
I don't think Caicedo is resting. I think you might see we go and we are 2-0 or 3-0 up, and then Caicedo get, I'm praying 60 minutes, then you see Caicedo get taken off for Lavia at that point. But Caicedo is 100%.
Oh yeah, Badiashile is also bad.
This is a must-win game. It is a must-win game. A must-win game. Caicedo's not resting.
I just think that he's already talked about him being injured in the pre-match.
Yeah,
and you have to protect him now, because if you lose him, the season's over.
I think the protection will probably be in the form of if you need to rest one of either Liverpool or Benfica. I think you're resting for Liverpool more than Benfica.
Nah,
not
with our league form where it is right now. Not with our.
You also have the international break.
You can live to see another day in the Champions League. You can live to see another day in the Champions League, but like Premier League is slipping. Like we've lost 3 games. Was it 2-3 games in a row or something like that in the Prem?
Yeah.
Nah,
we have 4 or 5 days to recover between now and when we play Liverpool. So
okay, well we'll see. I'm not saying I'm 100% right on this, but I don't think that Caicedo starts next game.
This is a predicted then, so we're just predicting what we think he's gonna do. He trained today. I think he played. I don't want him to.
It's fine. Like we don't have to dwell on it. Like that's fine. It's not a hard.
Maybe Lavi is the deepest. He'll go with Caicedo, and then maybe he'll. But then there's no width on the left.
I say he could do Enzo, because I agree with the Caicedo needing to rest. I think he could do a Enzo, Lavia, Santos type of thing.
Okay, so he goes with the 3 again.
I think the 3. I think right now defensively, I think we got to go with the 3 because.
All right, cool. That means I've changed formation. I won't change it. I'll just change the figurines around. That means he'll go with. So he'll do this instead, and then he'll put Lavia base. Santos a bit higher up on the left, like here. No, Enzo goes there. Okay, I'll just do it like this, boys, because AJ makes a good point. Let's put Santos. Yes, let's put Santos there, and then we'll put Enzo next to him. He hasn't really dropped into the season, has he? You kind of trust him as the main guy.
Yeah, one of the leaders.
Yeah, and then Cucurella will play as normal. Maybe Badiashile could start. Someone did say that's a good shot. You probably trust Badiashile over Hato, to be fair, because Badiashile's played in Europe before in terms of Chelsea.
So it's Hato.
In terms of Chelsea.
Yeah, I think Hato should start. I think he played well against Brighton.
Yeah, he deserves it, man. He wasn't his fault at all for the game. Yeah. I wouldn't even blame much players.
I didn't like him before the game before he played before that. I was like, what the hell is this guy doing? Like,
that Lincoln game, it was
crazy. I'm like, this guy's not real.
Yeah. I didn't think he was that bad. I'm not gonna lie.
Against Brighton, though.
This team is so far.
I watched the game back, the Lincoln game back again. I thought he was good versus Lincoln as well. The game before that, I was like, eh.
What were we saying for the attack? What were we saying for the attack?
Esteval got to be in here, bro. We need something.
With this formation, it means one of the Enzo would have to thingy push up.
It's Neto.
That's all good.
It's Neto. It's Esteval and Pedro.
I hate the fact Pedro has to play all these games. I'm so upset that got injured.
He's more responsible. He's more responsible.
Like I'm just bare annoyed. Like Delap got injured at probably the worst time.
He's earning his check right now, bro. He's earning his
peak for him. He's just playing up front, and this formation probably, if we can do
like a good team still, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Bro, what I'm saying, AJ,
I don't like Chalo and Hato. Like it just doesn't look good. But I mean,
no, I'm telling you right now, the system we played against Brighton without the red card, we all agree it was a good game. If we can win tomorrow, he'll keep this for Liverpool, and I think it'll work because this is
keep
definitely
this for Liverpool. No,
We just need
Caicedo's playing.
No. Sorry. So you'd swap.
Andre Santos comes out. And
Santos comes out, but Liverpool don't like teams who counter, and this team is with James on the width, Esteval's pace, Neto's pace, maybe Lavia ball progression from deep. I think it's more of a counter-attacking team. It's less. Does that make sense? It's less attacking, if that makes sense.
It's just more control. It's more. It's more
less dynamic, isn't it? It's less dynamic when you've got.
I don't like this setup because we don't have enough attacking intent in the final third, unless of course you activate the fullbacks.
Yeah.
Right. So if you're not overlapping the fullbacks like James and Cucurella in this case, then this setup there's not enough attacking intent for me going forward.
James gotta push in this.
James, okay, but then again, it's still we'll see. Yeah. I think you guys know what I'm talking about.
It'll be something like this.
He doesn't like to do that. He likes.
And Santos will drop in when James is attacking.
Anyway in this that you see when I noticed starting.
Is he on the? Oh, he made the roster again.
I sipped his tea like Kermit the Frog.
Maybe he could start for Neto. Has Neto played every game basically?
Yeah, I think it's
other than Lincoln.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, besides Neto and Enzo is probably the ones who are like in the red zone. So I don't know.
João Pedro literally.
And João Pedro is
red zone is Brentford.
He's in the black zone, bro. He's
he's actually bro.
Bro, I don't know. He's a machine right now.
The guy's getting run to the ground, honestly.
Yeah, bro.
When's he gonna get a break? Man.
Like Guiu could start, but it's just the fact that we have to win. It's like I don't see Maresca doing that. But I mean, like this is I don't know.
If this team can't beat Benfica at home, what are we doing here? With no red cards, this team is got everything. It's got the balance, a bit of experience in Europe, quality midfield, pacey attack, dynamic striker who can hold up the football. What more would we need to beat Benfica at home, boys?
I just think defensively we might be a little shaky still in the center back area.
But this formation is more defensive because
I agree.
If you're defending, you would have literally 6 defenders. You'd have back 4, Santos and Lavia.
Honestly, yeah. We should have like sitting back, Chalobah, Hato, Cucurella, Lavia, and Santos. And then you could have the rest of the players attacking the space. That's essentially what it's going to be, you know.
Because everybody on this team, probably barring Chalobah, is quite secure on the ball. Everyone here can pass.
I mean, Santos lost the ball for the red card.
Yeah, but he's like that's just a terrible. That's an unforced error because, like I said before, he could have pirouetted. He didn't need to make the pass. You know the reason why the ball went there is because he tried to pass the ball.
Yeah, he could have played Sanchez.
Like I don't know who said it. Was it Andrews or then someone said, why didn't he just try and draw a foul or like pirouette? Why did he try and make a pass?
But that's what we do, though.
Was he that tired? Yeah. Is he that tired? He's thinking.
I'm telling you, running
the ball like this.
I'm telling you, you know, he could have kicked it out of bounds, like for a throw-in or something, or give him the kicking strong, you know, harder for a corner or like. Running, your legs gone, man. Your legs gone. Your mind not thinking straight because you're tired after all that running. It's not easy to do the Enzo role.
It's hard. Enzo's got a good engine, even though it doesn't look it.
Yeah, man.
Got a good engine, man.
Running 11 kilometers a game. It ain't for the defending hard.
Anyway, love everybody for joining.
You're right. You're right, Coach.
Tough knowing to hear that.
Little dig. But anyway. Thanks everybody for joining. Love Rob for joining as always. Then when he finds time, it's always a good pleasure having him on the channel. Andrew is always watching his TV. I see him in the corner there. Big up AJ.
Yes, sir.
Big up Jay always joins 100%. Blue Diaries is there. Redirect is already set up, so make sure you show love to Don over there as well. Couch's channels down below. And dudes, I will be adding AJ's TikTok and Paul's infamous Twitter account. You'll see Windsurf on all these platforms, Judge Mo, to all these channels out there. So you'll see him there. We'll see you guys soon. Thanks for joining. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And peace. Thanks for your love. In a bit.
Cheers.